Hi everybody, welcome to the Juventus Fan Club of Scotland's official YouTube channel. This is our first meeting. I am your host, Christopher, and to my right we have the president, Enzo. Enzo, how are you?
Hi, yes, I'm okay. Hi everybody.
To my left we have Mr. Stuart Murphy. Stuart, how are you?
I'm great this evening. Hello everyone.
And down at the bottom we have Jonathan. Jonathan, how are we doing?
Hey, brilliant. There you go.
Good stuff. We thought we'd do a YouTube channel. We're going to kind of create one every week, or maybe a wee bit more frequent, depending how popular it is. And it's just a place for us to vent as supporters or cheer if we're doing well. But the way the season's going, we just don't know how it's happening. So we'll get right down to business. So, Enzo, I'm going to talk to you. How are you feeling about the season?
I think the season is going okay. Obviously could be better. We started a bit up and down. We're kind of getting a rhythm now. So I'm happy for the last few appearances we had, especially the game in Milan. That was a very good game. The new boys are doing well. Chiesa, I really like him. He seems to play with his heart. But so far so good. I think we couldn't ask for any more from a new kind of. The team is changing, the new coach and everything. So I think I'm happy.
Good. Johnny, what are you thinking?
A wee bit of deja vu for me, I think. A wee bit of deja vu from, was it maybe 2016 with Allegri when we were 20 points behind Inter. And we're playing catch up again.
But we won though.
We did. So hopefully it's the same way. I think we're strong in terms of individuals. I think we're yet to find our finished team for this season. But I think we're up against opposition who are playing on adrenaline. I think Milan are just winning every single week because you know just one more game we win this. Whereas I think we are more built for a long run campaign. So hopefully we'll get a good finish.
Man. And finally, Stuart, what are you thinking?
Similar to the other guys, I think that consistency has been the thing for me. It's been a bit in and out, and maybe that's to be expected, a new coach, new head coach, and different things. I think that some of the factors are not always internal either. I think the qualities some of the other teams, and John, as I said, are running on adrenaline, but I think the qualities in Serie A is probably the best it's been for a lot of years. And like Enzo says, we're still in the hunt here, and we're within touching distance, and it's about halfway through. So I'm still optimistic about a good outcome.
Good, we're all happy with Pirlo as a manager.
I think he's been a favourite of us as a player. Definitely, we all loved him, and I think it's been a bit of a gamble to get Pirlo. I think everybody would agree with that, as he didn't even have his license when he started. But and at the beginning, he did make some mistakes that were very avoidable, I think. But with the squad he's got. We will talk about the squad later probably, but I think it's like last year we got a coach that nobody really wanted it, and yes, he won the league, but we were always unhappy because of the coach we had. I think with Pirlo we can be happy because he's a favourite of us when he was a player anyway, when he's always been a favourite from us.
This is a thing, Johnny, are you happy with a kind of more exciting manager? Because we had 5 years of Max Allegri, who was obviously a great manager, but
you know what? Happier. With Allegri, I was sceptical. I wanted a more exciting way of football, but looking back, we got Sarri in, who's supposed to be playing more exciting football, but with Allegri, it was just solid display. Conte was he played a bit exciting football, attacking football. Pirlo, of course, played under both managers, so hopefully he can bring a wee bit of quality from both and his experience from both.
I think Allegri was good at changing through within the game.
Yeah, I point. Just sorry, one more point. I'm not very keen on bringing fans' favourites back as manager, but I think Pirlo deserves a wee bit of time on this occasion. I can see some positives that he's doing in terms of how he's playing Chiesa further forward as opposed to when he was Fiorentina playing further back. I think with time, hopefully we can become a team, a stronger team.
So you wouldn't like Del Piero as a coach?
No.
Oh.
A tough one there, Johnny.
Wrong answer.
In your professional experience, would you have brought Pirlo back, or would you have went for a more established coach to deal with Ronaldo?
I think it depends on how you manage people's expectations, Chris, because, you know, he's a fan's favourite, and like Jonathan said, it's sometimes never a good idea when someone like that back because the legendary reputation can be tarnished. I think if people can exert a bit of patience, then something good will come of this. He's inexperienced, and that's shown in some of his selections, some of his changes, substitutions and the like. I think we've all seen that. But probably would have went for a more steadier hand. But last season was enough for people to want a radical change. So it doesn't become more radical than what they did. So we'll just have to suck it up and see where we go. We're not in a bad spot.
Not going to lie, boys, I wasn't optimistic when I seen Pirlo was coming through the door. I'm a wee bit like Johnny. I don't really like fan favourites coming back through, but you know what? We've played well at points in this season. Again, he's made a few mistakes, but I don't think refereeing decisions in VAR's helped him out at all. I think Morata's been caught offside with God knows how many goals and how many stupid red cards we've gave away. So all in all, I'm pretty happy with the season. You know, a few bad results and a few bad performances like Fiorentina at home, but apart from that, I'm all good.
At the end, apart from Barcelona, that's the only one we lost.
Aye, in Europe.
Dropped point against Crotone and what's the other one? Spezia or something. We dropped points.
What I thought was an amazing start was that, you know, I think the defence at times didn't look that clever. Yet if you look at the stats, I mean, we're sitting on the least conceded goals as it stands, along with two other. I mean, Napoli, I think, is it Verona, is the other team. And it's that, I think when we've got the ball, we feel strong. In possession, it looks good. Out of possession, not so great. I think there needs to be a bit of energy in the team for pressing. That's what's missing for me a wee bit, is a bit of dynamism in the team. At times we've looked really slick with the ball, other times we look ponderous and slow. And there just needs to be some consistency in the application, I think.
Well, that was a perfect segue on to my next point. I was going to start asking you what do we need to do better as a team, what we need to improve on. What do you think, Johnny?
I think anyone that knows me, our midfield's need improved. I'm sick of discussing our centre field. I think, in my opinion, the midfield, there's not a creative midfielder we've got. We've not got, you know, a Marquise or somebody who could create a chance, be a playmaker. So that would be, for me, something which, and a leader, someone as well, a leader in the middle of the pitch, someone who could be a creative leader would be my ideal January present. I think someone who could create, as I say, someone who can create a chance for us, dig us out of a hole when we need it.
Who would you bring in?
Isco.
Would you go for Isco?
Isco's if he's available in January. He's not playing at Real Madrid. I don't know. Someone even. I mean, dare I say Modric at Real Madrid? I don't think we'll get him, but someone who can play a traditional centre midfield player who can defend, attack as well at the same time. You know, and play a ball through to Ronaldo and Morata and down the wing to Chiesa or Bernardeschi or whoever's down the wing. Someone who could create. We're crying out for it.
What about somebody like Locatelli? Would you take him?
Yeah, I'd take him in a heartbeat. I would take.
Player.
Yeah, I prefer Italian talent in the middle of the pitch for our team than any others. But I think in the short term, I think January we're crying out for someone just to create a creative player.
Put his boots back on.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Man, he wouldn't be much worse than anybody else out there, would he?
No.
I think we could do with a good left back and a right back too. I think we are lacking there for the last couple of years. Sometimes Cuadrado played right back, which is a danger and a half. Left back again, got Alexandro that is up and down, and I don't know. I think we could improve there. And then obviously the midfielders, we can definitely improve there. I think the attackers were all right. As long as they're fit, we're okay.
Yeah, I agree with you on left back. I think Sandro, he's really steady. Like, you never really see him having a terrible performance, but you never see him having a great performance. You know, he's always a solid 6 out of 10. But you never seen him really do much with the ball. He just seems to keep going.
The yardstick I use sometimes is you look at guys like Sandro and you think, would he slot into another side that was maybe, you know, a Champions League contender? And the answer for me is no. There's a lack of quality throughout the squad, I think, and that goes down to the recruitment. So for me, there are just several positions. Enzo mentioned right left full back. For me, that's a biggie as well. And I think Bonucci's best days are probably, as we all know, they're behind him. So there's an age thing in parts of that team, I think, that needs to be addressed.
I think we are addressing that, the age thing. If you look at this in the summer, they recruited 23-year-olds, 20, you know, hopefully just brought Rovella as well, a 19-year-old boy. So hopefully they're starting to turn over in terms of getting rid of the old and bringing in the younger players. So it's good to see in that front.
Yeah, the mid back there. We got the league is very young and the Miral is quite young, and I think we're doing okay with that. But I just need to improve a little bit of midfield and right and left back.
I see what you mean. You know, I've been really impressed with the summer signings. I'm not going to lie, I was not a fan of Chiesa. Then when I heard we were going to buy him, I don't know, I just had flashbacks of Bernardeschi, so much talent, but no end product. And how wrong have I been? The boy's been incredible so far. Absolutely incredible.
Last few games he's been brilliant.
Aye. I'm not going to lie, I was...
Sometimes he's a bit selfish, the boy. He should pass the ball a little bit more. I think he goes a bit too much on his own. But it's been a very good surprise. It's been very good. It's been really, really good.
Right, chaps, we'll move on to how did everybody feel about the Juventus Genoa game? Enzo, I'll start with you.
Juventus Genoa, that was quite a different kind of game because it was a Coppa Italia, and Coppa Italia is traditionally kind of the young ones take a turn of playing, the one that play a bit less. And again, even on that, there was some nice surprise. We had a couple of young ones coming on. We played all right, quite well the first 20 minutes. We were 2 up, and then kind of they switched off for some reason. And so that's kind of the same thing that is happening for the whole season so far. We seem to do well for just a limited period of time, and then we just switch off.
You're right. I mean, the Genoa game was totally in control, you know, creating chance after chance, and then one silly mistake was the boy Wesley. Does they pick up his man and they score a goal, and then after that, you know, we still created another maybe 3 or 4 really, really good chances. Mm-hmm. But another silly defensive mistake. You know, you leave Wesley with two attackers, one's running off him, one's going to cut inside and shoot. He doesn't know what to do because it's his first professional game, and Juventus concede another sloppy goal. What do you think?
Speaking of Wesley, he did start really, really well. The first 15-20 minutes, he was fantastic.
Aye.
And then I think that mistake kind of put him off a bit when they scored. I think then he quieted down a bit.
It's that classic thing, though, isn't it? When you've got a team that's interspersed with youth like that. You know, it started off really great, as you guys have said, and then it just takes that one wee thing to change the dynamic. And then once that happened, you can see the confidence seeping out. It's natural. It's classic stuff. I thought that the game was quite messy. It was entertaining to watch because it was messy. and at the end of the day, it's a Coppa Italia, and it's going to throw things like that up. I quite enjoyed the 120 minutes. I've got to say, I thought it was good, and there was a lot of things to take from it, apart from that messiness. But again, to be expected, I think.
Johnny, what you thinking on it?
I was at work. I didn't see much of it, although I was quite pleased to see the kids playing. Like, it was good to see them take a turn and get a wee bit of experience from that.
So, do you think Jake will go all the way this year? I think we will. I think we'll win it.
Think so?
Aye, Coppa Italia. I think we'll do it. Aye.
And the rest.
Who is it we play? Ball next, isn't it? In the cup.
Ball next.
Again, a good chance for the youth to play in that game.
I think the two Milan, there is Inter Milan. Inter against AC.
Yeah, Milan game.
One of them will be out.
Hope so. Fingers crossed.
Well, now we're talking about the Milan teams. On Sunday is the Derby d'Italia, the big game of the season. Juventus playing at Milan. Stuart, what's your thoughts? What do you think?
Well, this is the real test now, isn't it? This is where it becomes, because the other night against the other half of Milan, it was a case of no losing any ground at the top, and managed to do that and keep that differential with that game in hand there as well. And this is a similar one that would really spill a lot of blood if they managed to go there and win. So I'm confident it can happen. I think the momentum's there now for them, and I think they can do it. But this is a big test.
Johnny, what are you thinking?
January, the month of cup finals. I think because as Enzo says earlier on, a little bit of sloppiness at the start of the season to put a wee bit of pressure on us. And January, it's just a month of must wins. We had to beat Sassuolo, we had to beat Milan before. Now we have to beat Inter. So for me, it's a win at all costs.
But you think? I always think we play better now when Juventus are under pressure, and you really have to win. I always think that's when you see the best in Juve.
Yeah, I think the mentality of Bonucci is one that I know Stuart said his best days are maybe gone, but I think his mentality is that he rises for the big games, for the games which have the high stakes. So hopefully the rest of the team does as well.
I was just about to say that we usually pull it together when there is a big game. The points we dropped was all against little ones. And then there was the Barcelona game that was a bit kind of fakey game because half of the team wasn't there, so that wasn't really a test for us. But every time we played a good enough team, we always turn up, and like against AC Milan, we beat them, and I think we're going to beat Inter Milan and then Napoli after that.
Even against Milan a couple of weeks ago, I've never been more confident winning a game. I mean, it's far from the best Juventus I've ever seen, but I was very confident that we were going to win that game. And again, even on Sunday, I've no doubt we will win that game.
Yeah.
I think we're starting to kind of string a few results together. We're starting to see good performances. The midfield's a wee bit. But when you've got Ronaldo in the field, you're guaranteed a goal. And, we've no lost. When was the last time we get beat off Inter Milan? I think it was under Max Allegri's, I think it was like 3 years ago, was it not? Because we didn't lose under Sarri. I think we lost the year before that. So I'm always really confident when we play Inter. I think we just seem to have the better of them.
Mm-hmm. Hope so.
Yeah,
confident then. Now, the big question is Champions League with Ronaldo. I've always wanted to see Buffon lift the Champions League, and I think this year is going to be the year. I think it will be a treble winning. So I'm going to put the marker down now. We're going to win the treble, do the league in the last game of the season. We're going to win the Coppa Italia, and we're going to win the Champions League. What do we think, boys?
It's infectious, that enthusiasm, mate. I'm loving it. Because if you look at the draw for the Champions League, it's never looked. I mean, with respect to the opposition, it's a good draw. So again, we're in a cracking position to move forward from that one. So once you get to that stage, who knows? Yeah, absolutely possible.
We've got the squad for it. Yeah, I think we could fight for it, and then obviously we've got the best in the world out there who can pull goals just from nothing. So I guess we've got a good chance. We've got a very good chance. Why not?
Champions League, I suppose it's a big game. So as we said 2 seconds ago, we rise for the big game. So I've never seen Juventus go out of Champions League that I can remember playing poorly, other than Ajax. I've just remembered, but I've never seen. I've very rarely seen them play poorly in Champions League and go out. So fingers crossed. I think we could do well.
Do you know, I think with this whole year with COVID and no fans being there, you know, you've not really seen many teams turn up in the Champions League. You know, you're not looking at every year. You always kind of see a real favourite. You know, you see maybe 2 or 3 teams that are really playing well, and you think, oh, they'll go all the way. I think this year's totally different. You don't see MD with that impotence. You don't look at a team and go, wow, they're absolutely fantastic. So I really think this could be your year.
Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. I think we could do well. We do well. That's all I'll ask is if we do well, and I think it won't do Pirlo's stock any issue if he does have a good performance, a good showing in Champions League. I think that's what it'd be good for him as a coach of Juventus if he does well.
And a good run always helps future recruitment, obviously, at that level. So, you know, it opens up other avenues for recruitment in the summer and whatever. So, yeah.
Perfect.
Good.
Hey boys, that is all for today. Thanks very much for coming along. Enzo, Jonathan, Stuart, it's been an absolute pleasure. Remember, everybody watching there, like, subscribe to the page and follow us on Twitter and Facebook.
Thank you, Chris. Thanks for hosting this.
Hey guys, thanks very much.
See you later. Bye.